Should I be disappointed in the loss for USA against Mexico? Let's talk about it.
Ain't been tight, never known curfews. Sunday night quiet, I ain't even out my church shoes. I done been wide, premarital guessing perfumes. Psychoing a lot, they keep asking me who hurt you. Dreaded for diapers, ain't that some shit? You think buying beers and pacifiers made me a pacifist? There's a list of asses that I like to whip. In this timeline, been frames the bad guy shit. Go ahead.
Hey, yo, welcome to the Sports World Talk, where we talk the world of sports. And right now, we're talking Team USA versus Mexico. The Gold Cup game just ended, and Team USA lost 2-1. So, thoughts on it was just basically, I'm disappointed just in general, just because we lost. But as a whole, I do feel that there are things that we could have gotten right from the beginning. But hey, Mexico played harder. It seemed like at times their experience definitely showed a little bit more than ours. At times, the more talent showed as well. Our players, like they said, not to down our players, but I was wanting more out of a couple players that I didn't get to get. Of course, a lot of hype was built around, my guy Diego Luna, which I still believe in him as a player, which I just think is hard because when you don't really have people up top to necessarily take the attention off of you, it's hard for anybody, whether it's Diego, Tillman, or anybody to get going. It's hard when no one takes that attention off of you, and as soon as you get the ball, three guys are on you. But hey, we lost. But only thing I am disappointed in technically, which I haven't really formed an opinion about this until now, actually seeing the results of the Gold Cup tournament, is all of the players who didn't show up. I would understand maybe if it was one player, two players, but it was a numerous amount of players, starters, who didn't show up, and I think that's sad to me. You know what I mean? Like I said, I wanted to wait and form a full opinion to see, okay, hey, do we really need them? You know what I mean? And yes, on other games there were moments where hey, we needed them in moments, but hey, we put it through. This was a game that I felt we definitely needed some more offensive help for sure. Because possession, I know it says 60-40 in the final stats, but it didn't seem 60-40, especially first half, and the numerous times that we got to take shots was very little. It says we got 6 shots total, 3 on target. They got 16, 8 on target. They were more fluent in their passing, their offense, their attacking and stuff like that. It was tough. You know what I mean? Our big guy up top, I can't even pronounce his name, number 24. He couldn't get anything going at all. I want him to use his body more. I want him, like, you can't be that big, man, and not use your body, bro. Use your body, man. And yeah, I think that if he would have did that a little bit more, that would have been, he could have got some shots off, I feel. But, the Christian, Pulisic, and others, I feel like you have to have some type of loyalty to, your team or whatnot. And I know he's with AC Milan, others with other teams and stuff like that. But the Gold Club is only every 2 years. You know what I mean? So that's the disappointment. I'm like, hey, we really could have had an opportunity if we had some of the guys. Because if I'm a captain, a leader of any team, if I see, okay, hey man, a good amount of people aren't showing up, hey, let me just come out there because I want to leave them out with just no opportunity. You know what I mean? I'm not, like I said, not down on the guys that was there. But hey, they did the best they could do. But hey, we needed more. I think Richards, I think he did a good job. He was the one who got the score with the header in that for us. He did a good job. But like I said, it was still a good game, just in the aspect of a 2-1 game. I think the second goal for them came in the 77th minute, something like that. And it was a good goal. I feel like Matt Freeze is a good goalie. I feel like he stepped up a lot. I feel like he is somebody who need some flowers, because going to be a team like that, I think he did a great job. Um, Tillman, I like him. I want to see more out of him. I want to see more moments out of him so I can see what is his full capability. You know what I mean? And which, like I said, I'm still proud of the guys, who played, because if you look at it, they got a chance and an opportunity to rise to a new level for themselves. So just imagine having them rising up to a new level. Then you got our other guys who didn't show up this time. They're at the level they are. They come together. That may help us as a whole team all together. Hoping. But like I said, I am disappointed that we lost, but I'm mainly disappointed at just because we got so many guys who didn't show up. And as a person who played on teams in sports, whether it's football, basketball, soccer, whatever, um, I couldn't do that. I couldn't just leave my guys out there like that to where, okay, hey man, I see 5 other guys aren't gonna be there. Hey, let me just go ahead and just recommit into this right here. You know, it should have been something that they could have done. I feel, but we do have hope. I feel we do have hope. I'm an optimistic person. I know some people are not optimistic. I see stuff on Twitter and they're shaming so many people hard and everything like that, comparing them to animals and stuff. And I just don't do that. That's not my cup of tea. But I'm an optimistic person. I see potential in situations. We obviously know what the bad parts of our game was today. Just saying. But I see potential in stuff. Like I said, I think Diego Luna is still a great potential talent. You know, he is. Freeman, he needs some things he got to work on too as well. He has potential. A lot of guys have potential. We went against a seasoned team. And hey, we played the best we could. Their 16-year-old, he was playing pretty good. Me and my brother was actually talking about him, and I said he's able to get those shots off because he got people drawing attention away from him, so they don't have to crowd him or anything like that. I feel so he's able to take those shots. So let me know what y'all think about that. Number 7, I think it was on Mexico. He, 16 years old. He had some good moments. He took 2 good shots and whatnot. But, compare him to Diego Luna, who, he don't have other people on his team that can take that. Like I said before, they can't take that attention away so he can do his thing. That guy, I think he does. Number 9, he takes that attention away off him so they can, move around and do more stuff and, but I am putting all of the players who didn't show up, I'm putting them on the responsibility end of, hey, you wear these colors. You signed up for this too as well. So bring it. I want to see more out of y'all too as well. World Cup is next year. This could have been something, again, a missed opportunity for the United States in the aspect of like, okay, hey, the World Cup is in our house. What better way to go into the World Cup by winning the Gold Cup? I'm just saying. So that should be your mentality to everybody, not just Christian Pulisic, everybody who didn't show up for the Gold Cup tournament. What better way we could have actually went into the World Cup by winning the Gold Cup? I'm just saying. But let me know what y'all think of the game. I think, like I said, hats off to them again for winning it. Until next time. But let me know. Let's talk about it.
There's a list of asses that I like to whip. In this timeline, been frames the bad guy shit. Go ahead and